Cleaning and testing my Skylanders collection. Starting with Tree Rex. I've got a water spray bottle. He's pretty dusty. Never submerge these guys. You would be surprised how many little crevices they have that can fill with water, even if they don't look like it. Use a light spraying of water or on some isopropyl alcohol, but I don't usually recommend isopropyl alcohol because it can damage paint. It does dry better though. And you got places like his mouth where you can't reach with the toothbrush. Then you use cotton swabs. And clean all that gunk out of his mouth. Anywhere you can't get to normally with the toothbrush. Now I'm going to dry them off. We're going to give him a test. Seems to be working. Welcome in, Sushi. No, it's a Skylanders figure. Or Shush, sorry, I read your name wrong. Hello, nice to see you. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. We got Swarm next. Also pretty dusty. He's got some hair in his antenna. light spritzing of water. This is a soft bristle toothbrush. Sorry. You got dirt like that, which can't be done with a toothbrush. You can use, I have not done sunburn yet. I'll do sunburn next. You can use microfiber towel or towel of any kind to wipe that area. Pick up all that hair. Good working. Thank you. And by request, sunburn. Welcome in, Manish boy. Looks like he's got some black marks in his eye. One moment. after examining it, it looks like maybe paint overlap. It is. It's paint overlap from his like brow.
Roast and toast.
It works pretty good. I use just water in a spray bottle, which mists it on, and it doesn't have any risk of it getting into the electronics. And I also use cotton swabs for hard to get to areas, and a soft bristle toothbrush. I also have on hand a microfiber cloth to not scratch things like creation crystal exteriors and Trapmaster weapons. Never use isopropyl alcohol on later games like superchargers and imaginators, because they use different paint than they used to. You can use isopropyl alcohol on a really stinky or really gross Skylander from the earlier games. You requested Trigger Happy. Give me a second to find him. Well, here's Series 2 Trigger Happy. It's pretty dusty. He just had to leave, probably. You just give it a couple good sprays of water, but not too much. See, he's still here. And when you're using toothbrush, be very careful around eyes, because it may rub the paint off the eyes. Welcome in, Oni Smasher. I actually have a solution for that, if I can find him. Thought I had him right here. Okay. Popthorn. Popthorn always gets dusty. Let's see. I don't have any of my Skylanders on display right now. They're in big bins. I'm trying to fix that. That's hence the stream. There he is. Yeah, Popthorn. He always has dust trapped in his spines. One second. I have a solution for the eye problem. I just gotta figure out where he is. Yes, I just use a toothbrush. Popthorn is a very good Skylander. He's definitely worth it. I can't fix this eye because focus. Can't fix this eye because the hole was destroyed. But this eye, if you're really careful, you can slowly start to build up in the green part with a black Sharpie in order to remake the eyeball. Can't do it on screen because of precision. If you don't have steady hands, it's probably not a great idea to try it, but pretty good. Missing a few little spots. Okay, see you later, Manish. I could fill in the orange spot with some black. I don't know why it's not focusing. Yeah, I could fill in the orange spot with some black to make it look a little better. But that eye looks a lot better. There's a little bit of a green outline on the eye I just did. He also has black on his hand. It's kind of gross. Hence, I'm cleaning them. You could also get a fine tip marker, which would make it easier to precisely do it. That actually does look pretty good. That's not bad, actually. Good idea. All right. Back to popcorn. Like in-game, I don't have Barbella, so I don't know either way. I had a chance to buy Barbella for like $8 and I didn't. Is it pretty loose? I can imagine it's pretty loose in her hand. I've never had one. Okay. See you later. No problem. And thank you if you're still here. So in order to make it sturdy, they put one end of it into the back of her foot. That seems really stupid. Looks like he's got a rub mark from an orange Skylander, or his plastic was orange. I don't know. I wonder if it was glued in the first place, and the glue in the spot just wore out, and you just had to re-glue it. Still pretty wet in between his spine. To deal with that, you can drape the towel over and then use the toothbrush through the towel to push little fibers into the top of his head. So they may have broke it before they gave it to you. See, you can brush the towel into his spines to try to dry it out. Was the grave clobber broken? They lean pretty bad. It's like neocortex. They bend. Nice. I don't have either of those, actually. So, kind of jealous. I have neocortex. I only have five Imaginator senseis. Can't touch it without it falling. He's a cute little guy. Yeah, neocortex's figure is pretty bad. I don't like how much he bends. I need something to raise up the Skylander when I place it there, and then I can move whatever that item is after I'm done. Yeah, straight out of the box, he's just so bent backwards that he just falls. Here's a real example of disgusting, ever clean Skylander. Definitely not my grime, though. Gross. He's got like green in his mask. That's disgusting. Gotta find a new
Fear not, Portal Master. I, the wise Aku Aku, will act as translator for Crash Bandicoot.
You're welcome.
Assist in making your imaginators more powerful than
It's just gross. It's like looks like algae or something. It's not supposed to be in there. It's really gross. And his feathers there. We shall clean it out. Actually going to use a little bit of isopropyl on the toothbrush, not on the figure. Oh, I hate roaches. We've had a house with bad roaches once. I have a little bit better view out of the camera. That's why I keep taking it out of the camera. But it's definitely cleaning off, so it was definitely gross. Or dirt. Pretty gross. Slowly looking better. Dude. I gotta figure something out different for that. Probably scares you just as much as it scares me. They do make for your personal figures. I don't know why people would be upset about it, but if you paint a non-legendary, that's different. But repairing your Skylanders for your own collection shouldn't be frowned upon. They do make gold and silver markers, but I don't know how closely they copy the color of the dark and legendary variants. I'd say that's a lot cleaner. Now for his hand. If I could keep it in focus. Bro's got as dirty fingernails as I do right now. Alright, 1 second. I think you can just take a picture. I think there's some different apps that you don't have to have a device to test the color. Also, you could go to like a dedicated paint store, not like a Lowe's or something, and take the figure and get the exact color. Those people are quite good at color matching. I don't know if they made Skylander Build-A-Bears. I think they should have if they didn't. There is that one Gill Grunt, but I don't know if it's Build-A-Bear or not. I would have loved Build-A-Bear Skylanders. His hand's blue again. Much better color. My oldest sister collects Build-A-Bear. She collects mainly cinnamon roll though. Sanrio cinnamon roll. Like, is this hurting anyone? Is that gonna make someone mad? Fixing the little tips, making them black again. I don't know why that would make somebody mad. That looks much better. If you rub it with your finger, oftentimes if it's too wet looking, it dries it out and gets it into the pores of the plastic and dyes the plastic and doesn't get like wet streaks where it looks like it's Sharpied. I find that okay. My sister has a giant cinnamon roll collection. Like if I painted this guy Royal Double Trouble, that would be a problem. But I feel like, yeah, I would never mess with the fading unless I was gonna like remake the color completely. I love the design of these figures. Who do you want to see next? Just throw it at me and see if I have it. I've got quite a few. Senseis are where I'm really lacking, though. Prison Break. Yeah, I got Prison Break. Don't think I have Series 1 Prison Break, which is really weird. But I have Light Core and Series 2. Just give me a second to find it. Light Core. Can't decide between this one and Series 2 for my favorite pose for him. The Light Core really carries it, though. That thing is not... Sorry. Went on a ride. Probably got a little bit of early face reveal there. I really like the way Series 2 looks with the crystal in the back. They should have done a Series 4 with purple crystals. I've always said that. Surprisingly not that dirty. Because they got the Series 3 with red crystals. I've never even seen that in person. It's like, this is just a little bit of water with soap in it. On him, I'm just going to use the microfiber. If you angle it just perfectly, I believe he does fit in the slot. And if you make it so that his base is pointing backwards, it makes it look like he's reading in the trap slot, which is fun. Back, Manish Boy. That was loud. Who do you want to see next? Goodbye, Manish. I think. Eyebrow. That's a great pick. One of, if not my favorite giant. Bouncer is really close. I think in my ranking, which I'm going to make ranking videos at some point, it would be Bouncer, Eyebrow, Crusher, then T-Rex. Two goats on the screen right now. Pretty dusty. That's a little gross, but nothing crazy gross like Triple Trouble or Double Trouble, sorry. It did kind of look like Bouncer was putting in a gunpoint. With Eyebrow in the water, I'd be worried about this edge. You'd probably get water down in there and you couldn't dry it out well. That's half the reason isopropyl alcohol is better, but you don't want to mess up any paint that is water soluble because the alcohol will bond with it and start to make it run. All the toothbrush is doing basically is getting the dirt loose so that we can wipe the character off with the the microfiber towel. I don't know why I blanked on the name of it for a second. Eyebrow pretty much is already a legendary color. They should have made a alt color for every Skylander in-game variant. They really messed up making pumpkin eyebrow a variant instead of an in-game variant. That would have been the best in-game variant ever. I really would staunchly say that. All of his variants were chase variants, not in-game variants. Did any of the Giants... Hothead didn't. Hothead also got only chase variants. Let me dry them off. Yeah, true. Swarm didn't even get a chase variant.
I've got my eye on you.
Welcome, Polyswag. How are you doing today? Is that dust or sparkle? Seems to be dust. Gross. I didn't even know you left, so no harm done. Oh, thank you so much, Extreme. It's been a long time since I've seen you. I'm just not interested in the streams you've been doing recently, or you haven't been streaming, or they haven't been coming up. Not sure. Basket brawl? That might be stupid, but what do you mean by that? That's pretty cool. I will definitely be watching it when you do. Thank you for stopping by and sharing my stream. Let's swipe him off. No, I've never seen that. I don't know if I watch Skylanders TV. He's one of the big ones, isn't he? I didn't know if he was still doing it. He is sparkly, but the dust was making him even more sparkly.
I've got my eye on you.
Missed opportunity, though. He could have been a great in-game variant.
Yes!
Have any more recommendations? Whichever one is next to clean. Thumbtack. That's a great one. I don't know why he's not sitting with the Giants. I will find him, though. Legendary Bouncer is up there on that. Also, Legendary Series 2 Slam Bam is really good. I just like how the black-blue contrasts with the amount of gold on him. It's very perfect. And the way he looks compared to the original one, in contrast, the contrast is really what makes me like it more. Right back. He's not in the bin with the Trap Masters. There he is. Give me 1 second. I'm back. Just stare at Thumpback for a second. I don't know why they removed nicknames in Imaginators. Imaginators and Superchargers. That never made any sense to me. Also, the Versus mode, the PvP mode, that really didn't make any sense. That was the only way I could get my brother to play. Yeah. As soon as they hit Superchargers, they removed nicknaming completely. Trap Team is the last game that has nicknames. Even if you have a nicknamed Skylander and you put it in Superchargers or Imaginators, they're not nicknamed anymore. They really didn't. I don't know why they ever were removed. Imaginators, I guess, with the... that's why. The increasing number of online features. That would be the only reason. They could have just gave a way to shut it off or something. Well, the stream's probably going to end in about 20 minutes. Been streaming for about an hour. The phone stand I built doesn't have a charger port yet. I figured that out. Let's do Thumpback then, since we have him here. Big open mouth, bunch of dust in it. Yeah, I feel like Imaginator was rushed, and the creation crystals should have been their own game, like making your own Skylander without any extra, and then had a normal Skylanders game also, just like an extra game like Superchargers Racing. Had the senseis as gimmick landers. Is that a a hole? It's just a part of the plastic that sticks through. No, they didn't. They just reused the portal from Swap Force. After having the Traptanium portal and the Superchargers portal, they could have done something. They weighed too heavily into the creation part and not enough into the Skylanders game part. Let me dry this guy off. The Imaginator starter pack comes with the Superchargers portal. Did they come with the Superchargers portal with the missing trap slot? Or the blocked up trap slot? Huh. Well, that's information I didn't know about. Thanks for that. You can pry off that little thing that blocks the trap slot. The weird part is, in Trap Team, or in Imaginators, when you put a trap in, it gives you money. So I don't know why they even blocked the trap slot in the first place. It's just extra money to buy, make and manufacture those little stoppers. Alright, who's next? 8 likes already? That's nice. Let's go with Thunderbolt. Pretty nice Trap Master. I've always liked the imposing, large nature of Trap Masters. It's weird because giants are the same size, but I always did like the crystal weapons and stuff. They make them feel more premium than they are. Well, he's like $40, I think. He also has, I just noticed, his shoulder guards are the same color as some Eon's Elite. And his shield and his back. That's the same paint as Eon's Elite, isn't it? At least the second wave of Eon's Elite. First wave, they were just a little shinier. They got rid of the racing gimmick and the entire portal. You just use the sort of red mark on his head. You just use the Joy-Con, which is weird. It's fully portable. The game runs slightly different because it was developed by Vicarious Visions instead of Toys for Bob. Toys for Bob made the regular one for consoles. Thunderbolt.
A storm is coming.
He's got a pot on his head. Alright. Gotta go. See y'all. Thank you for watching.